side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Penn State's offense will get the first crack at it here. As the song goes, the Buckeyes like to fight that team across the field and show them Ohio's here. Penn State was painfully aware of that the last time these two faced off.
Yeah, and then you have the snarky media and everybody talking about it. This is what Ohio State does. They always beat Penn State. They beat them bad. They embarrassed them. I hope Penn State's ticked off and ready to roll.
There are a lot of guys on Ohio State that got a few extra helmet stickers the last time these guys played because they were making plays all over the field. Penn State's best players have got to play better in this one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's past the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room. It's Rucci. There he goes. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Off play action on first down. Here's a heat. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Got it near midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Roach. And he'll be brought down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
From the gun on third down. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to the back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. They want to throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Roach. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked up. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
That's caught. It's Cooks. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to fire. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. You really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. And you think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much time.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost to throw again. The short hands. It's Rucci.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He tries to take the top off. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the first.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Paul.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold, offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Offense in a bunch formation. Fires to the big fella. And he's dragged down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Got a man. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the ground outside. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings. them in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sparks. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grab near the marker, it's Roberts. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Handoff to the single back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Rucci. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sparks. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipate.
And And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. On the run, fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's caught. It's Cooks.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always play.
Got it in the middle. It's Sparks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Offense working from the pistol. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roberts. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going downfield for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Sends it back in motion. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Heading to the end zone, and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game.